Mr. President, is Ukraine winning the war?
Mr. President, you fear? You believe Putin would use a nuclear weapon?
Do you think there should be any limitation on abortions?
No, I do not.
None, day of birth, totally fine?
No, I do not think. I think women should have a right to choose their bodies. Men should not have that right to choose how women should treat their bodies.
We will not be doing the Pledge of Allegiance during Town of Silverton Board of Trustee meetings, and it's removed from agendas and/or protocols until such time that we can discuss this at a board retreat or workshop.
We already discussed this as a board. Any other unilateral decisions we need to know about?
If you'd like to find somewhere in the code that does not permit me to do this, then I welcome that discussion at our next
Yes, but it's just been done for a long time.
I
Because we
understand.
all took an oath. And we as a board collectively decided it would be done.
This is not up for discussion at this moment, but if you'd like to add it to the
Right,
next agenda,
unilateral
we can do
decision.
that.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I would like to make one comment. I'd like to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I'm sorry, but that's to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stop, bro. Just stop. Fucking up. Oh. No, you need to change it. You gonna have to. Damn, all that shit. You gonna have my handcuffs. Woo! Look, man. It was only right.
You guys want to stand up? Do you want to stand up? We're for women's rights. Would you like to stand up?
rights to get in the way.
Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade. Roe v. Wade. Coat hanger Dodger. Coat hanger Dodger. That means your mom stuck a coat hanger up her hooey and tried to get rid of you, but she failed.
This is just ridiculous. I mean, what else can you say? It's ridiculous. Something has to change from the bottom to the top because they're not going to do nothing. We got to do something because this is ridiculous. I feel bad for the people that was in there because after the security guard got shot, he got a gun shooting people still. If more people were armed and knew what they were doing with a gun, because it's not the gun, it's the person with the gun that don't know how to act. If more people were armed and knew what they were doing with a gun, because it's not the gun, it's the person with the gun that don't know how to act.
Get a amen. Can I get an amen? Yes.
Out of my pussy. Keep your laws out of my pussy. Keep your laws out of my pussy.
It doesn't make sense. You're contradicting yourself.
They're baby haters. They probably
Случаются разногласия среди...
So the question, are there disagreements about the war between the armed forces of Ukraine personnel? Such disagreements occur often. Like what? Many do not want to fight. They say it's better to stay at home than to become cannon fodder. Good words, huh? Weren't you fired at by your troops the day you were taken prisoner, April 6th? There was friendly fire, he said. From which side were you fired at? We were shelled from the rear with mortars and machine guns. This guy's admitting he was shot by the good guys. It was a very high-density friendly fire. Did you think that the Russians would torture you in captivity? Yes, I thought so because we saw some videos. What kind of video? We were shown some videos of tortures affecting a mental state. Everything is completely different here. They feed us here. Do you recognize the fact that Zelensky's regime issues criminal let's see, criminal orders? I don't understand the question. The orders to fire the civilians. Sure, we have witnessed civilians shelling from mortars or from grenade launchers. Lads, comrades, brothers, everyone who knows me. The war is meaningless. Drop your weapons, go home. This war will not do anyone any good. Go to your wives, children, relatives. You don't need the war. You think might be going on, but this MSM Buffalo shooter narrative in under 1 minute, and we're going to show you that in a moment. This one right here in under 1 minute. But before I get there, first I'll show you in case you didn't know about this Buffalo shooter, because I don't watch the mainstream media, so I happened to catch this because folks were sharing it on social media. So there's gunfire. Folks are running, trying to get away. And then you got this guy just slowly going. Let's see. Where is he? Where is he at? Where's that police officer? I think I saw. Yeah, there he is. He's just, looks like he's a police officer. Let's see. Let's go back. He looks like he's slowly walking. He's not running. Looks like, yeah, he had a badge on, it looks like. They go out and this guy's laying out, and everybody says that something's happened to him. But anyway, the guy that got the Deep State Illuminati death cult loves to place coded symbolism over their products. So remember, this guy has 14 with the fish, and I can't go into the details today, but basically that is very occultish. Christchurch, New Zealand had the 14 on their rifle, and then you get the 14 on this rifle from Buffalo, New York. Shooting. Interesting, these numbers as they play out. And then when they go out and tell you, poll can confirm the shooting suspect at Florida High School is none other than Sam Hyde. So you got a Florida High School one. Florida High School shooting, you go over and you can do your little research and you play out and you take a screenshot of that guy's face, you bring it over to tinyeye.com. TinyEye will find that image and find the results, and guess what? He was found on all types of sites. The thug who assaulted 3 black students, 30-year-old St. Louis area neo-Nazi leader Samuel Hyde. Yeah. We are the news now. It's amazing because you go over here and you see that first found on November 6, 2017, that picture. October 19th, 2017. November 14th, 2017. Twitter. All these others, Redbubble, Pentapost. So you see all these things as they're playing out. And you'll notice that this guy seems to be accused, once again, of the Buffalo shooting. How can he be accused of the Buffalo shooting when he's already been, this photo's already been used in other documents in 2017 for something at a Florida high school? Huh. But yet he's the thug who assaulted 3 black students. Interesting, right? I mean, you just go over and over and over these things, and you wonder, how in the world do they put these all together? Then you look even a step further. Ezra Cohen says white liberals being portrayed as conservatives for false flag shooting attacks. Several dark operations are already underway. Use extra caution everywhere. Yeah, use extra caution, folks, because they're going to try to pull all kinds of mess. This summer is probably going to be ridiculous as we get closer to the election and more. Notice that the hero in Ukraine happened to have this, remember this symbol here, the Nazi terrorist symbol, the sun deal, the Azov battalion type deal. And so this shooter happens to have, the one they show, the same symbolism. This, throwing truth bombs, maybe there's hope.
The government wants to pass that will enslave you for the rest of your life. Do you know what those laws are? No. That should you sniff or just sneeze and they suspect you have an illness, They say they have a right to take you to some facility and to test you and to medicate you against your freaking will. Are you free? So let's not lie to the children and tell them about freedom, because your freedom is being infringed as we are standing here, and you need to be made aware of it. Mainstream media is not going to make you aware of it. You need to do your own research.
Now, you got a bunch of teachers, principals, and doing like this, talking like this to these children who are easily influenced. They'll go home, talk to their parents. If those parents were red-pilled, if everyone would come together and say enough already, it doesn't matter what they do at the WHO.
Itself is a small institution. It's a big building, but small institution. In terms of who has access to opinions, you've really got the 9 justices, and I do not believe any justice did that. I think it would be unimaginable for a justice to do this. And then you've got 36 law clerks. Each justice has 4 law clerks. You might have a secretary or a clerical assistant, but realistically, it's not somebody like that, because the leaker also knew confidential information about how the justices voted at conference. That is held incredibly close hold within the Supreme Court. When I was a law clerk for Chief Justice Rehnquist, the rules were the same as they are now, which is you do not take opinion drafts out of the building. All of the work is done in the building. That means midnight, 1 o'clock. The law clerks are all there working at their desks. When you finish with a draft,